Hello guys, this is the powerful guy, the analyst, the powerful. In today's very video edition, like you see on the title right there, so we're trying to give you guys some tip on what women say and what it really means in the other term, because I must say, among every other creature that God have created in His own infinite power and mercy, the most complicated people to actually to which you can actually relate or try to understand is women, and that is where I come in. I have vast experience with women, so I'm going to be sharing that with you so you know exactly what it means and be steps ahead, because being steps ahead is what actually going to give you an edge over knowing what to do and how to do it and how to tackle the situation. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. Now I'm going to be reading one of the messages which I got. I need help. My wife is not interested in sex. Hello everyone, I was wondering if you could provide me with the solutions suggested regarding my matter. I'm 29 and my wife is 27. We've been married for less than 2 years. Okay? Each time I try to initiate sex, she denies it. I know she doesn't owe me sex. That is a very big mistake. To ever assume that your wife that you legally married don't owe you sex. Then what did she actually owes you? I mean, anyway, we're still gonna go on. Then I will give you the details. I initially said she denies a couple of times, most often times weeks, getting months. It's been happening. I feel depressed and frustrated. She knows that I'm depressed and frustrated, but she wouldn't change. She likes to cuddle and kissing, but whenever it talks about sex, she doesn't want to go there. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to make her feel bad, but can't help the hormones, and it's difficult to control sexual urge. Now that is another point right there. I can't, divorce and infidelity aren't in my own order of options. Other than divorce and infidelity, any other, some sort of advice, assistance, help is welcome. I am tired of statements used to deprive. I'm tired of hearing all this, and every time I get denied. Each time I make an advance, she rejects it. Now there is something I want to let you guys know. First, when a girl says that she's tired and she don't want to have sex, that's a very big bullshit. Now let's take a rewind back clockworks years ago, before you both started dating. I'm certain that she's bumping into you, she's the one fixing appointment for sex, right? Then suddenly she becomes your wife, and she's now tired. Most of the time she's not feeling well, and this has been going on. Why the hell would a woman want to do that? Except there is a couple of reasons which benefits her against you, which she doesn't care. And at this very point, I want you to understand something here. When a woman started depriving you of sex, she is ready for anything to happen, because one, that's something that she can never take. She can never accept you depriving her sex, starving her sex months after months. She's gonna go somewhere else and get it, and whatever you wanna do, she's gonna get it. She's gonna do it. So after the both of you guys were in relationship and she's been pushing for sex now into marriage, she started depriving you of sex. She started, I'm tired, the time is not right, I have to go to work, the kids is too busy, the TV program has to finish. All the million stupid reasons around the world where she can cook up just to deprive you of sex. And the funny side is, if she's the one who makes these advancements and you deprive her, then hell will be cut loose. So my advice here is, bro, there is no advice which I'm gonna give you other than to go and have sex somewhere if you can control the urge, because that woman that is sitting right there have made up her mind to divorce, even as you're not even willing to. First of all, you have to give her time out. Just let her go, all right? I know for every healthy man, that's something which women don't understand, and most of them who understand this still don't give a shit how men's sexuality, how important the happiness of their husband is. And that is likely the case of the same wife you have. You say the relationship is fine, you are good, your relationship has been good, and everything has been fine, but the sex is not. No, if you are having a relationship, you are in a marriage, and every other thing, you believe that every other thing is fine except that she deprives you sex, you're totally wrong, because sex plays 50% major role on how good any relationship is gonna go, be it marriage or just a premarital affair. So that's a bullshit. You're just covering her and trying to be nice and trying not to run into problem, but she is creating problem and you are being on the defensive side. So let me give you a brief story that's gonna inspire you. I have a cousin who, after when they got married to the husband, things are going fine, but there is a problem. The problem that started coming in is that she don't like cooking, so she wants the husband to cook. Next, the husband started cooking. Now it doesn't end there. The next time she got a job, and now she started feeling tired. She don't want to have sex. This started going on very, very harsh, and this man wouldn't bear it just the same way you couldn't be able to bear it. So they have to report it to the family. Now have to bring the two families together to be able to iron things out face to face. We listen to the both parties and know, cut through the chase and bullshit. And guess what happens? You're gonna be breathless. She has been getting screwed by her boss while she's working, and that is where all this entire shit is coming from. So technically speaking, when women say that they are tired, doesn't really mean that they are tired. They are tired of having that same sex with you, but they are not tired of giving it to some other person who they still feel sexually attracted to. So that's what really happened. And women don't start their own sexual attraction doesn't drop for you until they started cheating with someone else whom they're getting a lot of dicks from else. She's not gonna start throwing all those kind of tantrums and all those kind of aggressive, meaningless and stupid behavior and telling you that she's tired. She is tired. We're talking about a week, 2, a month, and go on, maybe 6 months, and she doesn't even care if you live or die, if you get, So, like I said, you're gonna take a break and have it with someone else and never bother her about that again. Now, the second story I'm gonna tell you is with me and my girlfriend. I had a girlfriend, right, before this very moment, and things were going quite well. If there is anything which I remember very, very well, there are times that job just kept choking me up and I wouldn't think of anything concerning sex. Then you know what happened? She calls me and fixes time to come and have sex with me and go back to where she stays. Are you getting my point? I can say this over and over a lot of time. So now what do I want to tell you guys here? Despite the fact that I don't have time and I am having emotional swing that I don't even, sexual things doesn't even bother me because I have a lot of problems. You should understand it that when men start having a lot of problems concerning the job or whatever they do that is not really working well, the first thing that started happening is they started dropping feelings. They started, some sort of anxieties and some sort of depression makes them lose sexual appetite. So in this case here, she's telling you she's tired and she's not giving you any enough reasons. Bro, 90% chance if she has been going to work and being much more upfront, about working, bro, The first test you want to do is to tell her to quit the job, provided that you actually have the financial capacity to be able to get the both of you. If she insists and she keep, my job, cut the job, stop the job, let's see where the problem is coming from. That's how to diagnose and fix some kind of certain bullshit, right? So, but if she insisted that, no, I'm gonna go there, there is every 90% chance that she's getting dick from the boss. The boss is the problem, because women are so easy actually to give their boss sex and deprive their husband. So that is a known fact. All right. Now, why I talk about my own girlfriend, she do fix a lot of times, and I didn't know how excited I do oftentimes. In fact, a lot of times I do. That's those times I used to hear, I love you, She tell me how she missed me. It's when I really get her, I really banged her good. So for that, I can actually say that women love sex even much more than men. Men can somewhat a little bit tilted out because it's kind of pull a lot of energy out of them. But women, it doesn't do the same, right? It doesn't do the same. So she fixed all those times and come around. So for any women that tells you that she doesn't love sex whatsoever, is bullshit. She's taking it from someone else. When she says she's tired of you, what it means is that she's tired of having it with you. So which means the open door for some other person or that douchebag to come in and clap in and get in, gives him overdose of it. Yeah, it's all what she wants, and she's not gonna feel remorse about it, right? Now, the other way to actually test if actually she's been cheating is, aside telling her to quit her job, right? Threaten her with divorce. Then watch her reaction. If she aggressively reacted, well, fine. Then there could be some other issues which she's facing, which she's not telling you. And that's why I said at the context of this very video that women can be very complicated to actually understand. They are the most complicated human creatures ever lived, because they create a lot of things. They have this problem, they use this other one to actually bring in. All right, maybe she's hungry, she start looking for trouble, right? She start becoming unnecessarily aggressive, and maybe she start sex starved, she started throwing food at you. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know why you are gonna expect those kind of things to happen. I mean, even a psychologist wouldn't be able to actually figure that out. You have to really pay too much attention to actually fix puzzles to get pieces together to be able to know where this whole drama is coming from, where it's going. So, and in this case right now, that is not going to be quite different from that of your wife or your that you have that is actually depriving you of sex, because the reality here is that maybe there is some other problem that is bugging her that she don't know how to put to you, or maybe she've actually discussed it with you. Maybe she wants something, she wants iPhone 14 and you don't have money to afford it, or maybe she wants you to move into bigger apartment regardless of if suppose you can be able to afford it or not be able to afford it. Then you revolted and refused that you can do it, that you're going to stay within the barest capacity of your financial capability. Then that drama can actually kick in. She starts using sex when she knows, yes, that she can actually bear it on her own self. She can maybe stay within 2 weeks or even a month or more without even having it. Then she's going to be busy seeking attention on social media and some other people, and even possibly cheat. Yes, they don't have moral standard. A lot of you guys are going to come at me on it, but I don't give a shit about that. So what you got to do, you got to figure out those kind of conversation you've had, something that she projected that she want to buy. It could be phone, it could be car, it could be anything that she wanted, but it's at your own expense. But you refuse because you're looking at your credit score or some kind of your financial balance, and it's unstable. Maybe it's going red, your account is running low, you have a lot of bad credit score, so you want to correct it. Now she's putting more strain on your finances. Now because you told her no, she's now trying to be dramatic, bringing some other issues that are unrelated to that very problem to cover it up, to torture you emotionally. Women do that a lot. So you gotta figure that shit out and know exactly that conversation that the both of you have, that you refuse, that you have a disagreement with. Then, boom, that could be. So sometimes they might not be cheating, but they might be using a lot of